Guys, let's get started. Yes, you're going to watch out.
I'm going to start bathing in it, basically.
Yeah. No. Okay, let's just start. You're going to be kneeling position. Let's just start rolling through the shoulders. Rolling, rolling. Taking it forwards. And taking it back. Ooh, everything's so crunchy today. Gross. Right, let's go stretch up. Take the arms all the way above the head. We're going to clasp them behind the back. And from here, we're just going to take it into a sitting cat-cow. So we're going to draw the elbows down, breathing out. And breathing in, we're going to come all the way up again. So pressing down through those elbows. And we're going to press up through the chest. Pressing down. And up. Now this time, as we come up, we're just going to take a very gentle twist just through the upper body. Very gentle twist. So you really want to feel like you're drawing that upper elbow away. Down and up. Good stuff. Let's take it all the way down. Arms are going to come up into that wide position. I'm going to pull everything back. So I've had on my list of things to do forever to just get like classes up and into a timetable, draw everything down into that W. And honestly, it's just been so hard. But I'm going to do it tonight. I was like, this is when it's going to happen. Take the arms out to the side and pull them back.
Do you know what classes you're going to start?
Yeah, so there's going to be a repair, restore, and retrain one. And let's take it down into that L position, drawing everything back, which is going to be, that's like I've got the whole, that's going to be 3:45 to 4:45. Take one hand down to the ground and gently stretch up. And I'm going to do a class before, which is going to be an open class, so you don't have to be pre or postnatal, and that's going to be around like mobility and posture.
Right.
So you can expect lots of Eldora, kind of mobilization, all that kind of stuff. Good stuff. Let's take it down now onto all fours. And then I'm going to do a more kind of active postnatal session, which is either going to be Monday morning or Friday morning. I'm not too sure. And we're going to take this down now into a floor cat-cow. So breathing out, drawing the chin in, taking that deep breath in and coming up. So yes, if you've got any ideas about the best day and the best time to do it on a Monday or a Friday, let me know.
Okay.
Take the gaze up towards the ceiling, curl everything back down. Take the gaze up towards the ceiling. When we come back down into that cow, just try rolling through the back like you're doing a little Mexican wave. Take that deep breath in and arch up through the back. I want you to hold this here, and we're just going to do squeeze and release through the pelvic floor. So you're going to keep breathing, squeezing and releasing, squeezing and releasing. Sorry, we have a little interloper. So squeeze and release.
Good work, Hector.
Okay. Squeeze and release for 10 and release. 9 and release. 8. Release.
1,
7.
2,
Release.
5,
6.
4 release,
Release.
3 release,
4.
release.
5. Release.
9
4.
4,
Release.
4,
3. Release.
4,
2.
4.
Release. 1. Release. Take it back down. Head down. I'm going to have to, where's Daddy?
I don't know.
And let's take it all the way back up. You're going to keep breathing and you're gently going to hold that pelvic floor contraction between 30 to 50% of effort. Are you contracting your pelvic floor, Hector?
That's the question I was wondering, to be honest.
Say again?
That's the question I was wanting to ask, to be honest. Hector,
What question?
how Hector's pelvic floor is.
How is your pelvic floor?
I don't know.
Good. Keep holding and release all the way down. From here, we're either going to take it from all fours or we're going to draw those knees slightly further back.
What?
And we're going to press up through the shoulders, through the scapula. Where's your scapula?
Here.
That's your bottom.
Here.
So it's behind your shoulders. So we're pressing up and
Here.
releasing down. No, that's your bicep. Here it is.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah. Right. Keep going. Jenna, you're going to count everyone for 12. I'm going to go and...
I'm on 4, so we'll start on 4.
Okay, go for it.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
How are we doing, Jenna? Counting everyone.
12.
Great.
I'm not making that up either.
Good stuff. Sorry about that.
To be expected.
Does love to join in. Okay, so from here, we're going to take this. We've got 30 seconds. You've got 2 choices. We're going to work through the core, specifically the TVA. You're going to breathe out to start off with, and you're either going to feel like you're pulling the backs of the wrists in towards those knees to engage through the core, or you're going to take those knees off the ground. Okay, so our 30 seconds is going to start in a second. So you're going to watch out for any doming, any feeling like you can't keep that core engaged. We have got 3, 2, and 1. So you're either feeling like literally the knees are on the ground and you just want to feel like you're pulling the backs of the wrists down towards the knees, or those knees come off the ground. So try and keep everything engaged. You want to have that back nice and neutral. Focus on your breathing. You've got another 10 seconds left. And 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. We're going to do a slightly longer one now. We've got our bird dog, but with a press. So opposite hand and opposite foot is going to come out. We're going to keep those hips really nice and level as we bring them back in. You're going to press that knee in towards the hand, breathing out as you do so, and take it back out. So as you press the hand in towards the knee, you should feel there's a bit of core engagement. We've got 45 seconds on one side, and then we'll take it over to the other. Let's get going. Okay, so we're coming out. You're breathing out, pressing in. And as you take that deep breath in again, that's when you extend. So you should feel that when you're pressing that knee in towards the hand, you can feel it engaging through the stomach muscles more. So make sure that supporting arm isn't locked out and you've got some gentleness through the elbow. If you need to take a break, then do. Good. Good stuff. We've got the last 10 seconds. Try and get the breathing in sync as well. 3, 2, and 1. Have a little shake around. Swish out those wrists. We're going to take it over to the other side in 3, 2, and 1. Out. Press through as you breathe out and back up again. So really nice and gentle. It's like gentleness through the supporting arm. Focus on the balance. Keep those hips nice and steady. Good. So try and keep the back really still. The back shouldn't be dipping or arching. Good stuff. Got last 10 seconds. And we have 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to take it. The knees are going to come slightly further apart. You're going to rock back and come into a little bit of a stretch forward. So Jenna, this is your one. You're coming forwards, stretching through the pelvis and coming forwards, engaging through the stomach. For everyone else, if you want to give this a go, you're going to come back as you come forwards. You're going to take it into a higher plank. So we're rocking down from child's pose to a high plank position, down and up, or you're just going to rock forwards. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back down, either pushing up into that plank position, dropping those knees back down for the child's pose. So try and keep that core engaged the whole time. You want to avoid that back dipping down. So you're also working through the shoulders. You want to try and keep this movement as steady as possible. This is a good one too, Jenna, for trying to bring on labour. Got last 10 seconds. Three, 2, and 1. So you have our last exercise in this. Just going to take it down into our press ups, coming up, tapping the shoulders down. Breathe out as you come up, tap one shoulder, tap the other shoulder. When we're tapping the shoulders, try and keep everything really straight so that you're not sinking down as you're tapping. Let's go. So the further back your knees are, the more challenge it is for your core. God, it's hot in here now. Ooh. Good. Make sure you're breathing, not holding your breath. Good. Don't let that bum sag down. Good. Take it nice and controlled. Keep the hips super steady. You're changing everything over. Got 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. We're going to take it back into that hover dog. So tucking the toes under, taking those knees off the ground, or just feeling like you're pulling everything in together. Let's go. The bell has donged. So focus on engaging through the core, really drawing the backs of the wrists in. You should really feel that working the core. And if you want that extra challenge, take those knees off the ground, but just a couple of inches. You should be able to swing those knees, but it's not in a downward dog. Try and keep that back nice and long. Good. Push the ground away, Tais. Don't let that head sink down. Good. Try and keep everything aligned. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to take it straight into those bird dogs and press. Bird dog and press. Let's go. If at any point you feel like your knee, your elbows or your wrists are getting a little bit painful, come up onto your fists, or you can take it down to the forearm. This is really good as well for shoulder stability. Make sure that you're not locking out through that other arm either. Breathing out and back out. Good. Last 10 seconds. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Take a little 10-second break. Have a little wriggle. Shake through those wrists. And we're going to come back into it in 3, 2, and 1. Taking it out and press, out and press. Good stuff. Really nice. Good. Out and in. So you know what's really interesting is that we've been doing some work with McLaren, the racing team, and their support drivers. Well, we haven't been doing work directly with them, but we're building a tech team that I work with. They're building a platform to help look after them in their wellness center instead of in their wellness whilst they're racing. Got last 5 seconds, and the physios and PTs have prescribed them very similar exercises. Good, and release. So from here, we're going to take it back into those pelvic floor rocks and the plank. So coming down and into the plank. Let's go. Buzzer has already dinged. Back down and up. Good. Jenna, if you want to try a full plank, go for it. But really keep an eye on what's going on through the core engagement. It's incredibly hard to work on engaging that core, especially when you are full term. Last 20 seconds. Make sure those elbows aren't locked out. Good stuff. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Last exercise coming up. Down into that press up, shoulder tap, shoulder tap. Let's go. Make it more challenging the further away you take those knees. If you want to try taking it into a full press up, go for it. Make sure you're just breathing out as you push all the way back up and trying to keep the shoulders and the hips as steady as you can when you do your shoulder taps. Yeah, so it's really funny for the McLaren team. So they're working off a platform that's similar to an app that I'm consulting for, which is for pre and postnatal women called Be a Mother. And they're actually using some of the workouts that we program for pre and postnatal women, which I think is quite funny. 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. So we're going to take this up and off the ground, but first of all, let's just shake out through these wrists. Shake everything out. Shake, shake, shake. Up and down, round and round. First one way, then the other. And let's press the backs of the hands into the ground. And you're going to come into what I think of as the bulldog. High. Gently feel like you're pressing all the way back. Gentle stretch. Good stuff. Nice. Roll all the way up. Let's loosen through these shoulders. Little roll forwards. Little roll back. And we are going to stand up. So grab your band or your weight, whichever one you have. First exercise we are going to do a series of 4 different exercises that we are going to repeat twice. So I'll take you through them as we go. We've got a 10-second break in between. Actually, I'll explain them all to you now very quickly. The first one we're going to grab the band out in front of us, and we're going to come down into a squat. So the feet are slightly wider than hip width apart. We're sending those hips backwards. We're squatting all the way down. So trying to get hips parallel down towards the knees, arms are out in front. As you stand up, we're going to take it back into an archer, and there's going to be a slight opening of that chest to one side and take it back down. So you always want to try and keep some tension through the band as you're coming down, and as you come back up, it's a very gentle twist. You're not thinking about wringing everything out. It's more like a gentle twist opening up through the chest, and it's a gentle twist through the upper body rather than a deep twist through the abdomen. So we're crouching down into our squat and we are pulling back. The next exercise that we're going to have, the band is going to come into the opposite leg, palm is coming out. We'll take it into our sword pulls. So it comes all the way up and down nice and slow. All the way up, down nice and slow. Third exercise, we have biceps. Band comes under one foot. Slight bend through that front knee. Biceps, taking it up and down. I'll take you through more of the technique as we're doing it. Then the last exercise, we're going to grab the band. So we've got it in one hand and we've got it in the other. And see if I can show you this. We're going to pull both of them away, nice and steady, to work through the triceps. But first of all, let's get going with our first exercise, squats and arches. If anyone has any issues, give me a thumbs down. We are good. Okay, so let's get on to this. In 3, 2, and 1. Taking it out and in. So you don't need to take it into a pull out. We just need to have some tension through the band. And as we come up, you have an archer. So one arm stays where it is and the other one pulls back. Think Katniss, Hunger Games, getting someone in your sights. So try and keep the arms nice and long when they're in front of you. So Jenna, think about pulling back one elbow as though you're going to be knocking off a bow and arrow. So that is the movement. Coming down, gentle twist, down and gentle twist. Good stuff. We've got 3, 2, and 1. The band is going to come under one foot. Palm is facing outwards. Slight bend through those knees. We're taking it all the way up to the side and down. Nice and slow. Take it up and down. Nice and slow. Good. So really focus on the slowing down. Nice and slow. Good. As soon as your band gets a little bit flappy, take it back up again. So you've always got some tension on the band. Hands can be on the hips, or you can take the arms out to the side. However you fancy. What we're trying to avoid is to avoid any kind of side movement. This is really good for working through the core as well. Try and keep that arm nice and straight. You can adjust the tension through the band if you need to. 3, 2, and 1. The band is going to come under one foot. That foot is going to have a little step to the front. Just like bend through that knee. And we're taking it into our biceps. Good stuff. Biceps up and down. So when we're doing this, you want to avoid taking everything all the way up because then you stop working the biceps so much. It's almost coming up, so it's almost at the shoulder and then back down. Good. Make sure that standing leg has a slight gentleness through it. If you want to make this even harder, you can take it up and come down through the knee. Down and up. Take it up. Slight bend through that front knee. Completely up to you, or we're just going to work through the biceps. Squeeze those elbows in. Focus on the breathing. We've got 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is a bit of a tricky one. The band comes all the way behind the head. We'll like this. And we're going to pull away. Back and up. Okay, make sure everyone is in position. Great stuff. Good. 50 seconds has started. Taking it up and down. So both the arms are moving away from each other. If it feels like it's uncomfortable for one of those arms and it's more than just muscle ache, then just work one and use the other one as an anchor. So the important one that we're really trying to work is that top arm, taking it up and down. If that feels like it's a bit too much, keep that where it is. And just focus on the bottom one, taking it up and down. We've got the last 15 seconds. Focus on the breathing. Try and draw those ribs down. Keep those knees nice and soft for 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. We're taking it back now to the beginning. We've got the squat and those arches. So let's try and nail this technique as we come back up. It's a bit like we are drawing a bow and arrow. So grab your inner superhero and let's get going. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Coming down into that squat, nice and low, drawing the elbow back. So you really want to feel a stretch. So take this at a speed that you feel most comfortable with. If you want to speed it up, go for it. Good. Jenna, try and keep the arms nice and long. So when you come out, the arms are going to be out in front of you. And then you're just drawing one elbow back. Good. Really nice. Sending those hips backwards. We're almost done. Tais is actually doing some kind of martial arts because you've got all those end bits swinging around, Tais. It looks like you've got proper like nunchucks. Coming down and up. Don't forget your anchor hand. Be like Katniss. I hope everyone's seen the Hunger Games. We're just going to be like, who the hell is Katniss? Okay, let's go. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. So whatever you hand, you have the sword pulls in for last time. Just take it together. The foot comes underneath. And we focus on that down movement. Nice and slow. Let's go. It's like bend through those knees. We're going to keep a little bit of gentleness. And this is all rock solid. This does not move. Not even if someone comes up and tickles you. Good stuff. So try to avoid any flappiness through this as you take it back down. Try and keep everything nice and tight. Good stuff. So you can control the tension in the band that you're using so you can make it easier or harder. Got 20 seconds to go. Good stuff. Good. Don't let it go slack, Tais. As soon as it starts to go slack, take it all the way up. Working through the shoulders. Got 10 seconds left. Try to avoid leaning backwards. Draw those ribs down for 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. Bicep curls, opposite leg now in front. Doesn't matter too much. And let's take it straight in. Coming up and down. So we're really looking for control. Tais for you if you're going to be using weights. Let's get that back leg off the ground. So you have to focus more on balance. So that back leg is going to stay off the ground, and as you come down, slight bend through that knee as you come down and up. Good. Try and keep those hips together. Good stuff. Good. Think about drawing those ribs down so you're not pushing through that lower back. There might be a gentle lean forwards. Good stuff. Slight bend through those knees. Really good. We've got less than 10 seconds to go. And then we are done with our arm round. 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. Straight into triceps. You've got to remember what arm you had up the top. Okay, I'm going to wait till everyone's in position. holding it at one arm, holding it back down, pulling everything away with control. Let's go. Good. Extend it all the way up and back down. Good. Again, if it feels like it's too much through the arms or it's hurting. But yeah, sure, that's fine, Rosie. Just go make a phone call. Good. Taking it up and down. Pulling everything away and back in again. Good stuff. So this takes a lot of control through the arms. So try and take it down slow as well. So injuries often happen when you've got uncontrolled movements. So that often happens when you've either not breathing correctly or we're not moving mindfully. So you should be able to feel this through the triceps and release. Good stuff. Just going to grab the band, hold it towards the end, and we'll take it into a couple of band revolutions. So we're opening up through the chest. Take it all the way back down. So choose, we're not trying to do anything too crazy. This isn't like Cirque du Soleil where we try to dislocate shoulders. So if it feels like it's too much, to take it round to the back, just make it even wider. This isn't supposed to be difficult. It's supposed to be a nice stretch through those arms. Good stuff. Shake everything off. Okay, so we're just going to do one round through the legs. First exercise that we have, you can get rid of the band. We might need it in a bit. First one, I'm just going to take it into reverse lunges. So we're going to come down and back up. We're going to try and drop that knee to the ground if we can before we take it back up. So for those of you postnatal, if you want a bit of something exciting, we're going to take it up. You're jumping and you're taking it into a knee up before you change over. Okay, so that is your first exercise. The second one we have, you're taking it back down into that curtsy lunge. So that lunge, reverse lunge is going to come out towards the back and also past the midline. So you're taking it down and standing, down and standing. Postnatal people, if you want to, you can take it down and into a single leg heel raise, down and up. And we're going to do that on both sides. Then we'll take it to 3 exercises. We're going to take it down into a squat and a pull out. As we come down into that squat, we're going to take the heel up and down. So let's alternate. So we come down with a pull out, one heel comes up, and then the other. So we've got 3 exercises, but for that single leg heel raise and curtsy, we'll do that twice, one after the other. Does any of that make sense? Okay, give me a thumbs down if we have any problems. Good, cool. Okay, so our first exercise that we have, we've just got those reverse lunges. We don't need the band for now. Taking it back down and up. Take it at your own speed. Okay, 3, 2, and let's go. Back knee touches the ground, coming back up again. So we're coming down with control. If you fancy making this a little bit more active, you swing that back knee up and we take it into a hop before we change over. Good. Kind of looks a little bit like Irish dancing. Nice. Or back into those reverse lunges. Down and up. Good stuff, guys. Good. If anyone's noticing any issues through the pelvic floor, any heaviness, that's a sign that you just need to take things more easy. Think about breathing out on the effort part. We've got last 5 seconds. And relax. Next exercise. We've got that reverse lunge, curtsy lunge, and a stand. Let's go. For those of you who are postnatal, take it up into a little heel raise. So you've got a single leg heel raise, or you're just going to take it back down and stand. We're just working through one leg. Jenna, you get any hip pains, you let me know. You can give me a big wave. And up. Good stuff. So as you take that leg back, it doesn't need to be close to you. It just needs to be back over this side. Good stuff. For those of you that are doing those heel raise, try and keep it nice and controlled. Got 10 seconds left. Something that's really good for looking to get back into running. Got 3, 2, and 1. Nice. We can go straight into the other side. So if you didn't practice that heel raise, let's try it on this side. 3, 2, and 1. Other leg comes back down, and we take it to a stand, or we steady ourselves, and then we have that heel raise. Good. So really focus on the technique, focus on your breathing. If you can control the breath, controlling the quality, controlling the rate, then you can control your movement. Honestly, one of the best things during pregnancy was just feeling like I was in control of my breathing. Last 15 seconds. Good. Everyone's looking good. Please don't need me. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Grab your band. Last exercise we have, we're going to come down into those squats. Squats are good for core, for glutes, and for getting babies out. So as we squat down, we'll do a nice big pull out and back up. Squatting down and up. Thighs parallel to the ground. 3, 2, and 1. Don't let the band go floppy in between. Oh, come on, Rosie. What is this? Much better. Good. And up. Try and keep the arms out nice and long. Try and keep the shoulders down. So you come down into the squat. If you're wearing a logo, imagine you're wearing a logo on a t-shirt. I want to be able to see it. By the way, I'd also just like to point out, I didn't buy this top. I don't generally buy tops that say fit on them. This came in a subscription box that I get. It's actually very good. It's called Eat, Sweat, Reset. And you get some really cool stuff in it. Good. Keep those arms out nice and long. Relax through the shoulders. We're almost done. Good stuff. 3, 2, and 1. Good. We've got a minute finisher. Let's work through the arms. Arms are going to come out to the side, and we're just going to do little pulses. 3, 2, and 1. Let's change the tension on the band. Little pulses. So imagine taking it out and in. Good. Focus. Focus. We're doing well, guys. We've got 40 seconds left. Imagine we're going through birth again. Focus on the breathing. Keep going. I'm watching you. I'm not giving up because my arms are aching. Okay. Yup. Good stuff, she says. Releasing some of the tension in the band. Less than 20 seconds to go. Focus on the breathing. Relax those shoulders. Rosie's dancing around. We'll start moving around a lot. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that down. Didn't expect that, did you? Neither did I. Just gotta throw it in there. Let's circle these shoulders forwards. Wow. Tais has just gone, screw you, I'm leaving. And circle those shoulders backwards. Nice big circles. Good. We're going to draw one arm across the other, keeping that other shoulder down, and really feel like you're pulling it over using that other arm. Good stuff. Nice. And let's stretch out through the chest and over to the other side. So try not to let the shoulder come up. Try and keep a bit of distance between your ear and your shoulder. Good stuff. Release it all down, clasp the hands in front of you. You're going to push through these arms, push those knees forwards, and just stretch through the shoulders. Good stuff. Let's roll all the way up. Clasp the hands behind your back. Stretch up through the chest. Draw those shoulders down. Good stuff. Rolling nice. From here, we're going to turn to the side. One foot in front of the other. We're going to sink all the way down, making 90 degrees through both knees. You're going to scoop that pelvis under. Keep that back nice and long, keeping that butt nice and long. Take a gentle lean forwards. So try and keep scooping that pelvis under. So we're either tucking it out, sticking your bum out, or we're scooping it under. You should feel a stretch through that back hip flexor. Good stuff. From here, we're going to drop that front knee to the ground. Whoa. And we're going to lengthen out through the back of the leg. Don't do it as dignified as I did. And let's press those hips down into the ground. If you want to, you can take the elbows down to the ground as well. Again, we're just stretching out through that hip. Good stuff. From here, we're just going to come into that open side and we're going to twist that knee backwards. So we're going to come up into a kneeling on one leg with the other leg straight out to the side. And from here, you're just going to tip the weight backwards and feel a nice stretch up through this side of the leg. So use your hands as your support. The lower you come to the ground, the more of a stretch through the inside of the leg you're going to feel. Hold this here, breathe into it. Try not to hold your breath. And we're going to take both knees together and stretch out the other leg. Push through that heel, send those hips backwards. Take the chest lower to the ground. So if you want to, you can get the elbows to the ground. But ease into the stress, into the stretch. Stuff. Good. We're going to come up. We're going to swizzle over towards that bent knee. And we're going to take it back down into that pigeon pose. So sink those hips down into the ground. Stretch that back leg out behind you. And draw those hips down to the ground. Elbows on the ground if you want to increase the stretch. Good. And using your arms, I'm going to come back up into that kneeling position. Do take this nice and carefully. Good. And from here, scoop that pelvis under, gentle lean forwards. Good. Good stuff. Nice one. And we're going to press down through that knee. Stand all the way up. Press the ball of the foot into the ground. If you're feeling a bit dizzy, please do sit down. And we're just going to roll around, pressing. Good. Ball of the foot into the ground. First one way. And then the other way. Nice. Let's take it over to the other side, pressing the ball of the foot into the ground. Rolling it through first one way. And then the other way. Good stuff. Shake out through the feet. Take it up through to the leg. Imagine you've got a toddler hanging off it. Get off me. Happens a lot in our household. Shake it out through the wrists, the upper body. Do some kind of weird dancing movement. And then just finish off a couple of little half rolls through the head. Stretch out through the back of the neck. Good stuff. And give yourselves a proverbial high five. Well done, guys. You are done for this evening. How is everyone?